Okay, this is insanely unconventional. Normally I film from the comforts of my home office, but wanted to switch it up and just rant on the idea that we need to stop tripping. In Matthew, Christ talks about the birds of the air and the lilies of the field. And man, these scriptures hit hard for me right now because I feel like I spent a majority of 2023 just tripping, like just stressing my mind out over everything. And to give myself a little credit, like I had the most insane year ever, and my life was low-key falling apart, and it kind of did. But I didn't help my case by the amount of worries I had and like how much I was tripping. So in those scriptures, he talks about the birds of the air and how they don't have a barn, yet they're fed and they're taken care of. And then Christ says, are you not better than they? Basically saying, like, if God takes care of these birds, right, that yes, have meaning to him, but aren't the same worth as like a human soul, then how much more do you think he knows what you need? Like, stop worrying, basically, is the message. Same with like the lilies of the field. You know, he just compares how the lilies are arranged in so much beauty, and like even Solomon in all his glory wasn't arranged as well as the lilies. So just like relax. God knows what you need. And if you can mitigate the worries you have by action, by doing stuff, then start doing that. And yeah, if stuff isn't transpiring, well, then you got to be patient. I know that sucks and that's not fun. But if you can be perfectly patient and exercise permanent action, there's no telling what you would accomplish in life. Like, seriously, you would be unstoppable. You'd be a force to be reckoned with. So 2024, we are not worrying anymore. We're just going to cruise through life while acting. I don't mean like just being a bum. I kind of spent the last couple months being a bum, and it's been super nice, but it's time to get stuff done. I got like crazy aspirations and dreams, just like crazy stuff that, you know, like I just can't sleep at night, like, because my brain's just going thinking about the things I want to do. And I've always been that way, and I've always like struggled with balance and, you know, making sure I can like accomplish goals that I have, right? I think a lot of people are that way. I think people have like let go of their dreams and let go of, you know, like the giant aspirations they had as a little kid or as a teenager in high school to be like reasonable and realistic, and to, you know, like feed into the arbitrariness of modern society of working a 9-to-5 to make minimum wage, to pay 40% taxes on everything, to then like not even be able to buy a house and be able to raise a family if that's a goal of yours. So clearly systems are backwards. I'm not necessarily like anti any of this. Like, I still think America is the greatest country in the world by a long shot. I've lived out of the country for a couple years, so I have like a little credit on my opinion there. However, there are things that are very backwards and like not right with the way we do things. For example, education, college. College is insanely ridiculous. Like, okay, I'm gonna turn around because it's gonna get loud. But college, not saying it's wrong, and it has its use cases. And I think in most situations, you know, people can like reason with that it's not for everybody. Was it for me? No. Was it for my mom who's in her 50s? Yes. And that's awesome. But like the goals that I have don't require college right now. And maybe goals will shift and maybe college will become a necessity. But as of now, it's not. It would just be time and money that wouldn't necessarily be wasted, but I don't think would be utilized very well. So therefore, I'm not going to go. Or I will continue to not go, as I've been out of it for a few years now. But college is kind of crazy. The modern work system, the 9 to 5, 40-hour work weeks. Not that that's like, I think that's like an okay amount of time, but just the amount of jobs where there's so much wasted time because of this like arbitrary schedule that's been set up, man, just doesn't make sense. So many people are just like sitting at desks, being unhealthy, staring at a screen in an office with no windows, when they could switch their schedule around and could have a little more flexibility and could be incentivized to work harder in less time and work smarter and actually care about the company they work for. So anyway, there's some crazy ramblings for today.